All right, everyone.
Yeah.
We are officially live on Facebook
Hello, live
and
stream.
YouTube.
Hello, hello.
Absolutely.
How are we today? Internet.
That's it's my dad.
Have you
That is
fig-
my dad.
Have you figured out how to say his last name yet?
Rebulet.
Is it Rebulet?
It's French as shit. Rebulet.
But that's for sure. That's what it is.
I heard him say that himself.
Okay, so it's Rebulet.
Rebulet. Yes.
Rebulet.
But
Cool.
it is spelled, per Mark himself, R-E, B as in boy, I-L-L-Z-Q, T-V-Z-Y-7. That's how you spell Rebulet.
All right. That's cool. Sweet.
And he likes to get in the motherfucking pool.
He loves to get that motherfucking pool.
Get in the pool.
All right. So, hello, everyone. Everyone that's watching.
Hello.
I don't know.
Hello.
I can't see the numbers. I don't have glasses.
We're at 0 right now.
Are we?
Yeah, but we'll get up.
That's just YouTube.
Exactly.
It's probably going to be more on Facebook because they're more frequent to scroll by.
Hello.
Nothing about analytics and all that other bullshit.
Yes.
I'm your host, Zach.
I'm Jake.
And I'm the legend, Brendan Davis.
Now, as anyone that has listened to us on Ohio Media School, CincyUnderground.com radio, probably none of you have listened to us before. But we've done many episodes.
Haven't seen our faces either. So.
Mm-mm.
Hey, the beauty behind the madness.
This will be the second time me and Jake have shown their faces on the YouTube channel and for this podcast.
What's up, babes?
Other than the intro video that everyone would see when they go on.
You guys just released a video, didn't you?
We did just today.
Gotcha.
Detroit become human.
That video, we did the whole game. Shut up, Brian. We did the whole game. We did 6 hours first,
Nice.
and then I think we did a couple hours every
We did
night.
like 6 hours, then like a 2 hour, then like another
4.
couple, like
I thought another 4.
yeah. I think it took us like 12 total hours.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a long ass game.
That is a long game. That's a long playthrough.
But it's good. It's so. You haven't played it?
You showed me a couple clips,
Yeah.
and I wasn't part of the process of recording them playing or anything like that. But Zach showed me a couple highlights of it, and it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Go
So
check
for
it out.
1,000 different combinations to play that freaking game too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
what would you say? Like over 1,200?
Yeah, I looked online to see like how many different endings there were, but it just told me there's 1,200 different combinations. I don't know if that meant
Really?
endings, but
I think
still, like
I think that
on that
goes
kind of scale, there's so many different ways to play that game. So the replay value is like way up here.
Yeah.
Played it 100 different times. Wow, that's cool.
But that took a while to make. But finally, I got to post the first one because we did the Jedi Knight one last week.
Yes.
That was an hour long. So I'm starting to cut this back to about 30 minutes. I think
Gotcha.
it'd be better. But thinking about posting more a week. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
But yeah, this is just the bullshit. This is really just the bullshit cast.
The bullshit cast.
The bullshit cast.
Kind of like a cast for your ankle.
Okay.
Shit. You don't need it. Tough it out. Build character.
Walk it out.
Walk it out. I'll walk it out.
Walk
Yes.
it out.
Beautiful throwback.
Brian is sending me a text message saying I'm going to have to teach you grammar.
Grammar.
I
Let's
know,
learn it.
I'm bad at talking.
Grammar lessons from Brian is the next podcast.
Is it?
Apparently.
I get
Grammar lessons from Dad.
Cool. So, do you have anything to bring up? Because I got a few.
Absolutely. We can kind of start off with what the audience heard when they go back to the original start of this live stream. You might have heard me showing Jake someone on YouTube. So I'd like to jump right into the peer review if that's okay.
Do it.
Awesome. There's a guy that Mr. Roth has shown me within the past couple of weeks called Mark Rebulet. He is a YouTuber and all around a one-man show. And I gotta say that he's pretty much my hero in the world right now.
Creative improv genius.
Absolutely. You don't see much more genius in this life. Let's name some song titles from him.
From the album or from his YouTube channel?
Both.
Because his YouTube channel is like misleading thumbnails. It's like
Oh, they're amazing.
it's like kind of clickbait.
yeah. Oh, it's definitely clickbait.
Like the
Oh yeah.
one song is called "Sorry to Bother You." So I think that movie's coming out.
Yes.
Which I really want to see.
Exactly.
One of them is called. Actually, I'm gonna bring up the list real quick because
I know there's one that's like 92 million different outfits to wear this fall.
yeah, he does.
What's the title of a song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of his videos are these ridiculous, like Onion-esque news titles.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
cocaine found in the Oscar awards.
So
It's
they're
hilarious.
They're under his playlist called Ideal Log, which is basically when he just goes into his studio and just makes shit up like he does.
I feel like that's the best fucking stress reliever in the world.
It has to be.
In the way
Like, I'm just gonna get on this electric keyboard, put some like synthesizers. I'm just gonna spew bullshit. It's brilliant.
in the way he gets into it too, he's just like,
He grew.
Well, no, that's how you can tell. Like the look on his face. That man is speaking from passion.
He has so much soul for a white boy. So much soul.
So here's one: whistleblower detained for being loud and annoying. Hot new startup described as Uber for PTSD.
Uber for PTSD.
New evidence confirms existence of previous evidence. In 1-2, buckle my shoe.
1-2, buckle my shoe. That's fantastic. Oh my god.
A little background on these videos. They're like 2 to 4 minutes long. 4 minutes long. And he starts every one out usually by creating this downbeat. He starts with his loop machine and his MIDI keyboard and all these thousands of plugins that he has, and he just makes magic. And it's beautiful music, you know, someone that had never seen Mark.
Oh yeah, it's like great jam music for real.
Yeah,
I mean that's what jam music is. Like he's just going, but it's like his weird ass lyrics are what make it perfect.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the first half of the video is him creating this magic, and it's like, wow, I would listen to this. It's either techno, funk, groove, anything like that.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he gets on, and you know, one of the most recent ones he released was called "Summertime," and the gist of the lyrics goes, "Get in the pool, get in the pool. I need you to get in to the motherfucking pool right now." It's so whimsical and just off the dome. It's improv, and I feel like that's where people shine the best, is on the spot.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And he just check out his live streams. So peer review, Mark Rebule, modern hero, the hero that we don't deserve as a people, but it's the one we have.
And he's climbing up really fast.
Yeah.
So I think when I found him on YouTube, he was at 25,000.
Yeah.
But now he's at 35. But I think I just read that wrong. But
Really?
then you told me that he only had 5,000 or 10,000 in February.
It was like he had this 5,000. I think it was 5,000. I went back and looked, and I re-listened to that stream, and he had this event to celebrate 5,000 subscribers in February. And now he's sitting at what, 35K?
Yeah, 35K right now.
So, you know, he's just a testament to follow whatever wacky fucking passion you have, because it's going to pay off eventually. I mean, if you brand yourself correctly, which he's doing.
And then we have YouTube now. Like
That's crazy. YouTube TV, YouTube Live, and
it's insane.
You know, I saw something that said YouTube cable, but it was
really
YouTube cable free. And it was so weird. Like, there's cable on the internet now. I might be completely wrong, but I saw it because it said try it now. I'm like, why the fuck would I try it? I got rid of cable for a reason. And plus, what would I watch on there? Everything else that's on Hulu or Netflix or HBO, which I basically already have.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's like everything's eventually going to turn to streaming, like altogether. The only things that have like, you know, the balls to keep being live television is like sports events, the news.
Absolutely.
I mean, other than that, like I feel like any entertainment thing could just be like streamed.
Yeah, YouTube TV. It's like your local channels, FX, ESPN, University, Fox Sports 1, USA. It's got all that shit.
Wow, interesting.
I find that really weird.
That is very strange.
Because,
well, I mean, Hulu's doing it. They're going to start.
Oh yeah, you can watch
broadcasting live TV.
or you can watch the NBA playoffs on Hulu now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like that's different because it's sport, but never mind.
No, definitely. I get what you're saying. A different market.
I just find that really weird. I mean, everyone got away.
Yeah.
To go watch streaming, and then they're trying to sneak back in. It's like a company that it's like a company saying, like, giving you a card, like, hey, you need my business? It's like, here you go, and slip right under your door, and just,
And then Disney's going to come along and take all of it.
Yep. So, actually, I just saw that Comcast is out of the bidding war to buy Fox.
Oh,
because Disney's been going after Fox for a
long time.
I kind of hope that happens, because then we'll see X-Men and MCU characters collide.
Final Four.
Final Four.
I took
Fantastic.
one sip. I'm already fucked.
Alcohol's a bitch.
Yes.
Boys,
yeah.
no, I said that wrong. Boys were fucked. I can't do Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
I thought you were trying to do the Mickey Mouse.
I
thought you were trying to do. That's what you sound like. Boys are fucked.
I thought you were pulling out the good old, not the gumdrop.
Oh my god! I just fucking watched that the other night. And was dying in my bed. No. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
Hey, Shrek underrated.
Oh,
All the way
yeah.
through.
Oh.
By far.
All the way through. The original Shrek, everyone's like. The follow-up Shreks are amazing too.
He's getting a phone call.
Hey, this is my alarm to be awesome.
Oh.
Look at that, it's paying off.
Anyways, but no, you said Disney's trying to buy Fox.
Disney's been trying to buy Fox.
Ben had.
And is that what I said?
No,
Okay.
that's what.
And Comcast was, I think, also trying, and then they just quit. They were like, no, never mind.
No,
Screw
well,
it.
you're not going to beat
That's it.
Disney, so.
Yeah,
But someone tried to tell me today, and I don't know if this is true. This is purely word of mouth, and this is what was wrong with medieval times. Is that no one knew what the fuck was going on.
okay.
Someone told me that Netflix doubled its share value than Disney. It's worth twice as much as a shareholder.
Let me see right now.
What?
And if that's the
Check.
case, that's bonkers.
Where the hell are stocks? It's on my phone. Somebody help me.
I'm helping.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, that's crazy, though, just because, like, I remember maybe a year ago, I was seeing, like, some article, I think it was on IGN or something, about how the creator of Netflix was, like, he was at this crossroad to cut all these Netflix original shows because they were, like, he was losing money. But now he's, like,
Yeah.
I mean, it just keeps growing and growing, I guess.
Right. If I'm to be
Okay.
completely honest, I never thought I'd see a Star Wars movie on Netflix.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
on the other day, Last Jedi is now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is a Disney-owned film.
Yep.
So if that's the case, then Netflix is double the fucking share value of.
But
Yeah.
if Disney if Disney is still doing their whole wide, because they're going to be releasing a streaming device here soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
wanna do
Next
that
year,
for a while.
actually.
Yeah.
So it's like all the Marvel shows on Netflix are going to be taken off. All the Star Wars shit, like
Yeah.
all that's going to be off of Netflix after
Did-
year, probably.
So we're talking about
Heart.
price per share
Yes.
for them.
Yeah.
Disney is at $112.13.
Gotcha.
Netflix is at $380 a share.
Damn.
So it's more than doubled.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now's
Now's the time to invest.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Fast Money.
Hey, my dad and my stepmom are watching. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
They said
Hello,
we're waving at you.
Hello. We're waving virtually.
You know, but so how did it say why it doubled or no?
The source that told me it is not the most reliable, so I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't really pry any further because I was like,
I mean,
nah,
it definitely is a shit ton in shares.
Disney's a monopoly, kind of like the Amazon
yeah.
movie.
You know,
They're just Disney is a giant parasite that's going to try to take over the whole entertainment industry.
they're definitely really succeeding though.
They really are.
You're-
I
They're
mean,
doing it right.
think
Yeah,
about how much money Marvel movies have made this year alone. Bonkers. It's in the billions easily.
Did anyone see the post that
Yes,
somebody
for sure.
made? It was like congratulations from Star Wars, the team of Star Wars that works
Yeah.
on Star Wars, congratulating the Marvel team, and it was like somebody holding the lightsaber, handing it to an Iron Man hand.
Interesting.
Isn't that just saying thanks to yourself? I mean,
Pretty
I
much.
understand that it was a totally different team, but both by Disney, it's like, good job,
Yeah, it's like
nice going.
it's like patting your back while you're rubbing one out. It's like, I'm
Dude.
doing a pretty damn good job here.
Great, buddy. You're almost there. About to conquer it, the world, and okay. What do we do now?
So I guess we'll just keep making fucking movies.
Was there release schedule 3 a year now? Marvels?
Some
Three
of
a
those-
year?
3
I mean, we've
That's
had how many this year? Like
we've had
Black
2.
Panther.
Black
Infinity-
Panther,
oh, 3.
Ant-Man, Infinity War. So
That's
that's
the
3 MCU alone, and
Yeah,
then
because
we also had Deadpool 2. So,
That doesn't count though.
but if Disney buys Fox eventually, then
Yeah.
that will
but it
count.
doesn't count now.
Are you sure there's not more? When the hell did Black Panther come out?
Black Panther came out in February.
So Black Panther.
Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
and then Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's really it.
That's it.
Yep.
Fuck, I thought there was more.
The next one will be
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, and then
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. Captain Marvel.
So Captain Marvel will be out before the next Avengers, and then I think Avengers will proceed that a month or two from that.
That's supposed to set up the next Avengers as Captain Marvel.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
There's going to be some heavy
I mean, that's why you
times.
see Nick Fury like calling her in at the last second.
Yeah.
And then he
You mean motherfucking Nick Fury?
Motherfucking Nick Fury.
Yes.
Sam Jackson, the master of the motherfucker.
I'll tell you what about Sam Jackson, right? I just watched a video of him describing Game of Thrones, like
I was there. I think you were
all
watching that.
6
Oh
seasons.
no! That was Brian that watched it. I know,
So
yeah.
okay, it's circulating. That's good because
Yeah.
it's a heavily good watch. Check it out. Because at the beginning, he's like, "All right, this is Westeros. There's 7 kingdoms, and there's one thing you got to pay attention to." Shows the dragon flying over Tyrion, and he's just like, "Not the dragons. Ignore that motherfucker." It's amazing. And the whole video is kind of like that. It's great.
I feel like that's up there with Snoop Dogg describing.
Dude, I was
nature
just
channels.
gonna say that.
Where
Oh
he goes,
shit! Look at this squirrel. I'm a squirrel.
My favorite is when he gets confused. He goes, "Oh, they're gonna get the
What the fuck?
what is these animals?" It's so perfect. I love it.
I wish Snoop Dogg was a zoologist.
Let's
Oh
do
my
all
God.
of this.
I would go to a Snoop Dogg too.
Dude,
100%.
he's like fine wine. He ages well with like anything.
yeah, seriously.
He's at the point in his life where you could throw him in anything and he's gonna succeed. Like
Well, yeah, he has his own.
I want
fucking
to see
game show.
him like commentate like a football game and then commentate like something related to like video games and then go on a nature documentary. Like he could do it all. It's just fascinating listening to him talk just because
He
he's
did-
fucking Snoop Dogg.
He did games once.
If Snoop Dogg started streaming Fortnite,
It's over.
I would actually watch that because I don't watch any other Fortnite stream. I think it's overrated.
Well, yeah, Fortnite is kind of dumb. Do you play Fortnite?
Moderately.
Moderately, like.
I mean, like
What?
I'll go through fits where I'll play like 4 hours straight because
Okay.
I've never gotten a win. Never got that dub.
Really?
So I'm craving it.
Interesting.
That's what I was saying earlier.
So I'll play
Yeah.
like 4 hours straight because I'm trying to intensely get that W, and then I won't. So I'll just put it down for a week, and then I'll pull up again.
Yeah.
Do another 4 hours.
Okay. Interesting.
So
Well,
I know how
what
to
is it?
play.
What is the appeal for that game? Every time I've watched a stream, every time I watch my buddies play it, and they do win. No, I'm not gonna give it all, but they win like all the
easy.
fucking time. They're really damn good at it, and I'm like, why? You could be getting anything else in life other than victory royales.
Can you say that about any other video game?
So you guys are against Fortnite, kind of.
Almost.
I think it's,
I'm not against it. I just.
You're not in like the hype.
I haven't. Yeah, I'm definitely not in the hype.
Yeah.
And
No,
but
I'm the same way. Like I just started playing just because of the hype, and everyone's like, "You need to fucking play Fortnite. Like, it's amazing." And I was like, "All right, fine." Like, but I was playing it. I'm like, I mean, this is fun, but
this isn't.
I feel like I've also picked it up way after everyone's super good at it, so
Gotcha.
constantly get murked.
Yeah, of course. But that's the thing. It's like, I even read something the other day. I don't even play the game, and I try to stay up to date with all sorts of news. But they released something that said they're trying to take the building aspect out of it, and I feel like that's the whole appeal for the game.
Then what do you call it? Night?
Night,
Because it's a fort. Like you're building a fort. What do you just call it? The night? Like,
night.
I mean, they have a game like
What?
that.
It's called
PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG,
Yeah, PUBG.
and it's
Turn it
real,
on.
and it looks realistic.
I played that once and I didn't like it though.
It is a lot of just waiting and running.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
can't build walls. Damn it!
I mean, I've watched people play it. I can't watch it. I can't do
Well,
it.
I think that's what like.
It's not.
I'm not super into the whole battle royale concept like everyone is yet, but I think that's what Fortnite gets its edge over PUBG is because it has that building option.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
100%.
it's colorful and it's like pleasing.
It's definitely colorful.
It's
Like, very
aesthetically
much so.
pleasing.
It's inviting to all local artists.
It's like an M-rated HGTV episode.
Yes. Yeah.
One that I would watch.
Oh my god!
He can't save you here.
Breaking news. That's not really that breaking. They're gonna make a Joker movie.
Yeah, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Joaquin
something.
Phoenix?
Let me
Yeah,
tell you
look-
something.
He's going to be a Joker?
Look at how fucking old he looks.
You look stupid.
Show the camera. Well, Can't really see.
Fine,
it,
I'm
but-
Now-
get up in this. Bitch.
So wait, he's supposed to be the new Joker?
Yeah, it's going to be the origin.
Oh my
story
God, it just
for
gets
how-
worse.
It,
that
it
doesn't
does.
look good at all.
I mean,
Well,
you go
yeah,
from
yeah,
Heath,
so-
you go from Heath Ledger, then you go to Jared Leto,
Yeah.
worst. Now you're going to Joaquin Phoenix.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
It's kind of like a steady graph of AOL's business in the early
Yes.
2000s. You got Michael Keaton, yeah,
Yep.
and then George Clooney.
No,
Oh, that sucked. Nipple Batman. All right. You go,
Nipple man.
you go back up to Batman Begins with Christian Bale. You're like, holy fucking shit, this is some good stuff. All right, we're grading some shares. Absolutely making some money off of that. Then The Dark Knight comes out. Arguably, and I don't argue with anyone because of the many elements that go into that movie, Dark Knight is the best superhero movie ever made. And I'm
Duh.
way bigger of a
Yep.
Marvel fan than
Yep.
a
Yeah,
DC
me too.
fan.
Me
but
too.
But I like the dark stuff sometimes.
I love the dark stuff.
Well,
and
that's
Christopher Nolan's great.
Exactly. It only worked because Christopher Nolan was directing that series.
Yeah.
I mean, like
He was behind them.
they tried to do the
Behind
same
the
thing. Well, didn't he? He had a role to play in Man of Steel, didn't he?
Did he?
What?
Christopher Nolan,
Did you say it again?
Man of Steel, didn't he produce that?
No.
Tell you what, he didn't produce Superman.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder did.
Yeah,
I thought he
okay,
directed
well,
it too.
He might have produced
Anyways.
and directed. Let's fact
Actually,
check.
that's another thing that I just saw was Harvey. How do you say his name?
Harvey.
Weinstein.
No, Cavill, the guy who plays Superman in Man
Oh,
of Steel.
Cavill.
Cavill.
Oh,
Harvey Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, what the
Or
fuck
Cavill.
am I saying Harvey for? He publicly announced, shut up, that he thinks Zack Snyder is not fit to make anything DC or
if
Justice League. I think.
Well,
if
he
you
shouldn't
watched
be.
any of them,
no, because I
I
heard
agree.
they were awful.
They're
They're
garbage.
garbage.
Yeah.
They're terrible. I didn't even have.
Christopher Nolan. He wrote it.
it
Okay,
went-
there we go.
ah,
Because Man of Steel was the last like okay DC movie.
I
I
thought it
agree
was.
with that.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
The only thing I had was like the way his dad died. Like
Yeah, it was very well.
you could have worked on
Cookie
it,
cutter.
but it really was.
It was
But
cookie
other
cutter.
than that,
It wasn't
was
his technical dad, but he's human dad, right?
his
He got,
human
he got
dad,
sucked
yeah.
under the tornado. And
My
shit.
farm.
Yeah, but he's like, don't save me. It's like, run, go.
You have legs. All right, you're a geriatric, so I don't expect you to run fast.
So I mean, I get why he didn't. I mean, why they did it, but it was like, do it better. But they didn't. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Actually, Wonder Woman was okay.
Hey, purely, you know why? Gal Gadot. Not because we're attracted to her appeal. I actually think she's a good actress. Like,
Oh,
a lot of
yeah,
people
she
are
was-
like, she's fucking perfect. And
Well,
it's
she's like the last, like
She
I mean,
portrayed her
the last
well.
like almost all of DC villains or heroes besides like the Dark Knight and Superman were just butchered.
Of course,
Yeah.
You know, like Aquaman's. I mean, Aquaman was destined to be bad no matter what.
Did
but-
Aquaman come out?
No, but
It's
I
I
mean,
just
like-
mean the character.
he's in Justice League. I mean, he was
yeah.
terrible, but there.
Was
I
he
think.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. And it's Jason Momoa, who I love as an actor. Because Stargate Atlantis, perfect. He did
Yep.
great there. If you're a nerd and you like Stargate Atlantis, awesome. Good company. But when you put him in a superhero role, he's not a superhero kind of guy.
You would think he would be like intimidating too, but he's just
Kind of a bitch.
I did not get that vibe at all the whole time. It
Which
was
fits with Aquaman, because Aquaman's kind of a bitch.
true.
In general,
I'm just going to ride dolphins.
I mean, yeah.
Ooh.
I just finished the whole series Smallville.
Interesting.
Oh my god, you burned through that.
Yeah, I did.
You just
dude.
started it like a week or two ago.
No, it was about.
There's so many episodes.
Coke binges and
So many episodes of that, man.
Like
Superman!
maybe like 3 weeks ago. I did
How many seasons?
10.
Yeah.
Jesus.
with what like how there's like 20 episodes a season or some shit like
Around 20, yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'm just rotating Sabrina and Smallville.
Well, no, I finished Smallville, so now I'm on Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
There you go.
You can all fucking judge me. That show is so funny.
Salem is one of the best characters
He
ever
is.
created. Not only a talking smarmy cat, smarmy as shit. He's a sassy bastard,
It's a sassy bastard.
but he's our sassy bastard.
Well, he's not mine yet.
Yet,
Yeah.
You know, a conquest.
One day I'm what? I'm on a conquest.
Yeah, to find Salem.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a talking cat, and it's gonna be mine.
It will be mine.
Oh yeah.
I've heard people refer to their girlfriends differently.
I
I will find a cat. Damn it!
next week I'm gonna come over to do like a fucking podcast. Gonna be in a furry outfit.
Today we're talking about bronies.
He had this idea for when we do videos, we would have us on webcam, which we can do now.
Very cool.
But he had this idea, each video we would do, if it was like Detroit Become Human, each time we do it.
Like a new series of videos. You know, we start out just like casually dressed, like whatever, and then as the videos progress, have like weirder and weirder outfits. Like,
I love that.
Maybe like built to the theme like of the videos and shit too.
We did. That's a lot of money though.
True.
Think about like.
Well, there's if you're crafty
Yeah.
and you can thrift, you can do it.
I feel like that's something we should do after I get out of school at least.
Same.
And like stop working on it, because
So,
then it's like
let's
I
say
have no time on my hand. How can I make this cosplay?
like if you were to do God of War, one of you, preferably Zach because of juxtaposition,
God damn it!
would be Kratos.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make me Atreus because I'm small.
It'd be hilarious to see Zach as Kratos and you as Atreus, but every shot he just has more and more of the war paint. You know, the last shot he's finally just loincloth, white paint,
like the second
red stripes.
the second to last shot, he'll be dressed exactly how he is now.
Yeah.
But his head shaved. He'll have like white makeup and like the red stripe and everything, and you'll be like Kratos, like going to like a 9 to 5 type job.
You know what? We get enough people to watch videos in general.
Yeah.
And like likes and everything like that. I'll say it right now. We get enough people to watch it and like it. I will fucking do that and we'll make a video out of it.
What's the number? The audience needs a number. 100? 200?
It'll take me 3 weeks to get to 9 subscribers. What do you want from me? I don't know what you.
What do you want from me?
Let's say
You know what?
50 likes.
Let's get to. Should I say 50 or 100 subscribers?
Let's do 50.
50.
But that's earlier.
It is.
That's
It's quicker.
50 subscribers. I'll do this shit.
All right.
God of War video series and Zach dressed as Kratos.
I will pay for the paint, and the axe, and all that.
Yeah, it won't be that expensive.
If we could go to our local McDonald's, like there's only one. If we could go to our local McDonald's and say, "Hey, we want to shoot a video of Kratos working at fucking McDonald's,"
Do you really think they let it happen?
I would sure hope so. Do you know how much publicity that would be?
We'll go at like 3 a.m. when there's nothing going on. And be like, hey,
listen here. All right, my buddy's gonna drive through. We're gonna do a skit. He's gonna pull through, and he's gonna say, "Let me get I can have a minute, please." And then Zach will go, "No minute, be better."
What do you want, boy?
What do you want, boy?
does thou want a hash brown with the McGriddles?
The total is $9.50, boy.
I think I really don't want to have 50 subscribers all of a sudden.
So our job now, Jake, is to go and show everyone this YouTube channel so we get them 50 subscribers ASAP.
Yeah, everyone, please subscribe.
Subscribe, like, share. You know, whatever floats your fancy here.
You don't have to.
Use the toiletries very quickly.
All right.
Should I bring the camera with me?
No, please don't do that.
Darn.
Please
An
don't
inside peek into the life of the bathroom.
It's a tiny peek. He just went like 20 minutes ago. What's he, 90?
He's got a fast working bladder.
Tell you what, if we get to 100 subscribers, I get to cut off those locks of his.
If we get to 100 subscribers, I will cut off my nipples on camera.
Fuck off. No, you won't.
I'll show them.
I'll show him right now. Yeah, well, we're still at 9 subscribers. Great marketing.
Oh,
You know,
you gotta show the people what they want, Zach.
do they want it? I don't think so.
The people don't know what they want. You gotta show them what they want. Okay, let's get one thing very clear.
Somebody better zoom in for me. Hey, speaking of which, Dark Knight gets to be re-released in IMAX for its 10th anniversary. Going back to that.
All right.
Yeah. And oh shit, there was one Blockbuster in the world, and it's finally gone. Or in the last days.
What? No, I thought they had like 1 or 2 more in existence. They shut down like their third to last one.
Yeah, but in the last days, they're gonna get shut down too.
No.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
talking about PETA?
talking about what? PETA. Like Peter Griffin or PETA the
Or
animal?
PETA?
PETA. He's in the kitchen.
Oh, Brian, we're going to have ants.
And this is too long to read it, not just like stop the whole podcast just to read it. But it says, "Last days of Blockbuster. I think it's finally over."
No.
The next couple are shutting down.
Yeah.
In the next week or so.
My childhood is over.
Dude, I know,
It's-
right?
it's-
I remember going to Blockbuster every week to get like a couple movies, maybe a game or two.
Yeah, exactly.
I go there like
Sometimes.
once a week.
Would be the still.
No, that's what I would do as a kid.
The only Blockbuster customer in the world, Zach Robb, right here on this couch.
I don't still go to it. There's none left here.
You have to fly to Timbuktu.
Actually, I paid the $20 shipping fee just so I could rent the movies from Blockbuster on the other side of the world.
I like to support businesses that I enjoy.
Even though they're failing.
Yeah, very much so.
I would say most businesses that I support are failing.
Okay.
Hustler Hollywood, Diamonds.
I just painted the
Diamonds? Yeah. The strip club? Diamonds?
I just painted the
Diamonds.
co-owner or whatever of Hustler Hollywood's house like a month ago.
Really?
You met him?
Not the. It was like he's like the direct nephew or brother or whatever of the guy that started it. So he like shares the company or so. I don't know. It's weird.
Is he rich?
Oh yeah, his house is fucking huge, but I only had to paint one little shed, so
Oh, okay.
I
You went
wasn't
to go
there very
paint
long.
it.
But
My work is done.
I know,
There you
right?
go.
This little shed is painted.
And as I was walking out, he said, "Hey, here's a 12-inch black dildo for your tip." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
It's a little bit spiked.
It's like it's just what I like.
I mean, I've only been in there, I think, once, twice. People are into some weird ass shit.
Man, I'll tell you what.
I almost bought my mom a porn video for her birthday.
Hey, happy birthday,
Why
Mom.
would you do that?
Why the fuck not?
Here's Midget Orgy 7.
Love you, Mom.
Courtesy of, I'm so sorry. It's 2018 PC Little People Orgy 7. Damn.
Space tits.
Is that just this Spaceballs remake, but with X-rated scenes?
Yeah.
Space
It's
tits.
just Spaceballs, the porno.
Why wouldn't they? Yeah, why,
And Spaceballs is a knockoff on Star Wars, so that's a double whammy knockoff right there. I would invest money into that.
Oh man, Iron Fist gets its second season.
Oh darn!
I couldn't.
People are getting work.
I couldn't.
I'm sure it'll be better.
I couldn't push myself to watch it.
To kind
I
of
did.
build on what Zach just said, I think a lot of those Netflix originals, even the Marvel shows, are kind of garbage. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
the only ones I
point.
could really get invested or in was Luke Cage and Punisher.
Punisher.
Luke Cage was really cool. Punisher, I found some differences from the comic book, and that's really where the line is as a Marvel or DC fan, is whether you like the comic books or the movies more.
Yeah.
With DC, I like the comic books more than the visual representations.
Oh,
when it
yeah,
comes to
absolutely.
media, but it's kind of flipped with Marvel.
Yeah,
I love Infinity War. I love what they did with Thanos.
it was great. Has this movie been out long enough to talk about spoilers?
Oh, yeah.
If there were
absolutely.
spoilers the next day. So if people don't know people are turning into dust out here, then get with the times.
All right. Well,
Wait
I
a
guess
minute.
after that one spoiler he just let out, spoilers. We're gonna talk about Infinity War
All right, cool.
because that's gonna happen. We're gonna go deep into that shit.
I love it. Fantastic.
Did you guys see Ant-Man
Shit.
in the Wasp?
Love it.
I did.
Yeah, I'm
Did you
done.
guys see the
Done
ending
taking
The
my
post
shit.
credits.
of the post credits?
You done
Yeah.
with it?
I'm done taking it. Cool. Take my shit. I'm done with it. I
Taking
pooped on it. That's a Mark Rebule phrase, by the way. Anytime you're doing something well, you're pooping on it.
By the way,
Getting that
really
pulled,
like Mark
say, Jake.
Ruffalo.
Apologies. You were talking about Infinity War.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yes, I saw that.
So, for those who don't know how Infinity War ended, you should by now. But spoilers, they're coming in like 5 seconds. 75% of everyone dies.
I thought it was 50.
It was 50.
50, but it seemed like 75 because all the heroes were like the only ones that didn't die were the original Avengers. So,
And I
So-
believe there's a purpose.
Yeah.
absolutely. And we'll get to that in a second. But Thanos, did what he sought out to do in the first place. He got the Spirit Stone, did his little finger click, and wiped out all half of living life in the universe. So while he was doing that, it killed pretty much all of the new Avengers.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was gone, which
Coming in.
killed me seeing because I love Spider-Man, and apparently in that scene was completely improvised by Tom Holland.
Yeah.
They when he was like dying and
Yeah.
Tony Stark's hands and everything.
Yeah.
They shot the camera and said just roll with it, kid.
Yeah.
So all that was which is impressive because that dude's only like 21.
Do you know a lot of people didn't like that because
Really?
his death was elongated. He had that emotional kind of touching scene with Tony when he died. When everybody else just immediately just.
Oh, I loved
So they
it.
were like, "Why did Spider-Man take longer to die?"
Oh, I loved it.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought
My
it was,
justification. For
I thought
that
it was
Yeah,
great. I
exactly.
mean,
My
and the fact that
justification-
that wasn't scripted was even
it's even better.
I mean, like, I thought that scene was important because, Iron Man felt so responsible because he's the one that got him into being an Avenger in the
Yeah.
first place.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I don't know, people, whatever. But,
Screw the internet.
so yeah, Spider-Man's dead. Doctor Strange gone. Black Panther gone.
Now that's how I knew that all of those dead characters were coming back. When I saw Black Panther die
Mm-hmm.
and turn into dust, in my head, I'm like, this is your highest grossing movie of all time.
Yep.
You're not going to kill this character.
Well, and they announced it.
Exactly.
They announced Spider-Man, like the second Spider-Man movie.
After
Before Infinity War.
after
And
the first
they
one.
announced that Black Panther 2 was being made.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not going to cancel this franchise. Somehow they're going to be brought back. Obviously, the most common
I think just like
resolution.
I think like because Thor said they got Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Said his contract is up.
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
As well said the same exact thing.
Absolutely.
So it's like
And
Robert Downey
RDJ
Jr. His has been up for a while. They've been paying him like
per movie,
boatloads of money.
$40 million.
yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
$40 million a movie.
Well, he was almost in.
I can't even fathom.
To be
that.
fair, he was almost in all of those movies.
Yeah, no,
All of them.
he is the staple of this universe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't include the Incredible Hulk movie because it's not the same actors.
Exactly.
Which sucks because like
That's what started MCU.
right,
really
and-
is,
But,
yeah.
but I it sucked because I really like Edward Norton because of like Fight Club and shit like that.
I love
But,
it. But he's just not a superhero.
He's not. He's definitely not.
Well,
Hulk.
it was his decision to not come back as the Hulk.
Yeah, and I think
You
that's
think-
a
you think-
smart decision.
Really?
I think so. For his career, for his personal acting portfolio,
Well, yeah.
he would taint it by doing.
Well, what's the other
sequel after
guy's?
sequel.
What's the other guy's name?
Mark Ruffalo.
I like him way more. As
I
the
do
Hulk,
too.
But
He fits that Bruce Banner character in a way that comics
Absolutely.
never did.
Yeah.
He's kind of just. I mean, Mark Ruffalo at his core, as much as I love him, is a drunk, and
Is
he's
he?
just a fucking alcoholic. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's just kind of spacey in his own way. So I
Yeah.
think him as a 7 PhD holding scientist is the best casting I've ever seen because it's just opposite. It's an oxymoron.
Mhm.
So I think that was beautiful casting by Kevin Feige.
I feel like that. I really want to have a movie, a standalone Incredible Hulk movie, with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, me too.
but
I don't think
I don't think it'll
No,
happen.
never. It
Because
never.
the
will.
original Avengers are all going to die, bringing back this new one.
Right.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
They're somehow going to resurrect the Time Stone.
I don't think they're going to be done with Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Though.
I sure hope not.
Because
he's-
Ragnarok and then Infinity War was like an adrenaline shot that Thor needed
Yes.
desperately.
Yeah, because his movies, his first two were just kind of like
They were poorly written for Chris.
they were
Oh, yeah.
dull and boring. But
Why-
I feel like he couldn't make Ragnarok in Infinity War
Well, everyone
until like he got to Avengers, but he had to do that stupid shit beforehand. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone
you know.
says that Ragnarok is just like Thor with a Guardians of the Galaxy like look or coat to it, but I mean it worked perfectly. I
well, it's the
think.
'80s hitting the movies again.
I
Well,
have
that's
to
easy.
be
It's
honest,
coming back hardcore.
that is my favorite Marvel movie.
Ragnarok.
Probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Ragnarok.
Because I have never seen a better casting. Other than Heath Ledger as the Joker when it comes to these comic book movies. Chris Hemsworth as Thor is the perfect casting if you write it right. And Waititi, the director of that, wrote it
Yep.
perfectly for him. He put in the humor in addition to Thor being arrogant. It's
Well, did he have like a work in Infinity War too? Because-
Waititi, no.
Oh,
No,
well,
that's why Korg wasn't there. Fun little fact about Ragnarok, the Rock being Korg that he
Mhm.
meets, it's a circle, but like a freaky circle. That Korg, that's the director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he
Is it
voiced-
really?
Yeah, he acted
Shit.
it out. He wore the bodysuit and everything. So yeah, that's the director. He
Damn.
Waititi did a beautiful job with that movie. In my personal belief, and people will debate with me all day on this, it's the best Marvel movie released to date when it comes to character development. To me personally.
I mean, yeah, I'll let you. I disagree,
Of course.
but I'm not going to deny that Ragnarok is great. I think. I mean, that's tough. My favorite Marvel movie to date. I'm going to have to go probably with just Spider-Man: Homecoming. Like I mean,
good movie.
growing up, I've always loved Spider-Man, and they really just
Tobey Maguire.
fucked him. I mean, no, don't get me like
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
What?
I can say Tobey Maguire is trash as Spider-Man. Just
He's
ever
garbage.
since Tom Holland was. But growing
As
up,
Spider-Man, yeah.
He's just a
as
garbage
Spider-Man,
actor.
he was a great. Tobey was a great Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Tobey was a great Peter Parker. Bad Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was just terrible altogether.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland is the perfect Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah, because he's young. I mean, it fits the comic book. He's
But yeah,
young.
they
He's
never-
a young kid with
Right.
this wit, unreal, and he's just excited to be everywhere.
Right. So seeing that movie, and I had such not low hopes or expectations, but I wasn't expecting to be blown away because
Yeah, you had your reservation.
right, it was the fourth Spider-Man movie I'd seen in 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, here's another Spider-Man. But I was like, I mean, do you remember? Did you guys ever play the Spider-Man games for PlayStation 1?
Spider-Man
Yeah,
2, still
yeah.
one of the best games.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's when I was watching Homecoming. That's just I felt like I was a kid again.
Yes, that's that feel. You get that nostalgic feel.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I haven't had any other Marvel movie do that to me since MCU's been anything. And I love all of those movies, but I've never got more of a Oh,
When's that coming out?
Hell of a segue.
Yeah, I was actually just looking that up.
That's
So
a
you,
hell of a
Se- September
7.
7. Oh, that's
September 7th.
that's in
Like,
a
and you
month
can
and a
get-
half.
You can get 3 of them, we're telling you.
Dude, it's gonna be.
so
It's
much
gonna
more.
be. I feel like it's gonna be as big as Arkham City was. It's gonna be Spider-Man like Arkham City, but still is gonna have its own.
Its
you
own
know.
thing.
I agree with that 100%. I'd almost go as far as to say it's going to do better than Arkham City,
Oh,
purely
yeah.
because of the nostalgia with the old Spider-Man games, and we've been waiting for this game.
Well, and it's being made by Insomniac, which I love. They made the Ratchet
Yeah.
and Clank series. They made Spyro. They've been known for making characters that I fell in love with as a kid. But
Right.
I don't think they've ever used the game engine that they're using in Spider-Man. So I'm excited to see because there's gonna be scenes of the game where it's gonna show off really dynamic physics and shit like that. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see that
Yeah.
running up buildings as they're being blown down by Electro or whatever. Oh, it's gonna be
I
great.
haven't seen any of that. That's nuts. Correct me if I'm wrong. The storyline is separate from the MCU.
Are you talking
This
about-
isn't
yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Holland's.
No.
No.
Even-
It's totally new and different.
That's
even
a
though the
comic
suit
book.
is really similar, it has similar functions. It's got the Jarvis, it's not Jarvis, but there's someone speaking in your ear, and
Gotcha.
the eyes go in and out.
It's not Jarvis though. It's it's a real human. It's
Yeah.
like Oracle from Arkham.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's I don't know who it is though. Did they even?
That's why.
Did he even say a code name or the person's real name, or did he just talk to her?
I
And
couldn't,
just whatever.
I couldn't tell you.
I feel like it's Mary Jane, but I don't know.
Well, that's why I feel it's going to be really similar in ways to how Arkham City was.
Yeah.
'Cause you'll have gadgets. You'll have it'll be like an RPG where you can level up and unlock different moves, and I feel like it's going to take a lot from Arkham City, but it's still going to feel like Spider-Man. So.
You know,
I'm so excited.
the people who made Arkham, they want to. I think they were thinking about doing a Superman series, just like Arkham. Though.
That
basically
I
take
would-
Arkham, but it's Superman.
as
That
long
would
as
be-
the people that made Arkham do that, I am totally on board with that.
I think it'd be really cool.
I've been so disappointed with everything Superman the last several years, except for Man of Steel. Man of Steel was good, but
Well, you're telling me that the hit classic Superman Returns was
Oh.
not up your alley?
You know what's funny? When that came out,
gotta say no.
Tom Welling from Smallville, they asked him to play that in that movie. And he literally said, fuck no. And then they wanted to get Lois Lane from the show to do it. And she goes, only if the guy from Smallville does it. And they're like, well, no. And she goes, fuck no. And then it came out and they're like, all right, okay.
God, that
Instead,
might
they got the supporting actor from Zack and Miri makes a point.
You know what we missed out on an opportunity we missed out was that didn't happen and it was ripped away from us was Tim Burton's Nicolas Cage Superman.
Yeah.
Ripped.
That was a thing?
You don't remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna find you pictures.
Please do.
It was real. They had him suited up. That's where I'm gonna find the picture of. They had him suited up in everything, and it was canceled. Nicolas Cage in a Superman suit is unfucking real.
My God.
That would be like the cult classic of all superhero movies.
Ghost
No,
Rider
it would be
turns
bad.
Superman.
It would be bad. But it would be
So
so
bad.
good because
That's what I
they
mean, though.
actually tried to attempt it.
That's what I mean. It'd be so bad that
Wow.
people would find a way to make it amazing.
It's like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
It's
this
stupid.
is
It's good.
Exactly.
This is
Dude, that
this-
hair.
That
oh
hair
my
that
god.
looks like punk rock Superman. It almost looks like you in a Superman suit.
Yeah.
It almost does.
That's
I'm
like
gonna,
the 80s.
I'm gonna
Superman.
attempt one more
That's the
time to
80s
try and
Superman.
show some.
Are
of
you
this.
sure that's not Photoshop?
I don't think that's gonna work though, but yeah, that doesn't work well. Oh well.
It's, just imagine this
Yeah, that
on
basically
Superman.
that hair on Superman. That was real though.
That is
And it was
weird.
I wanted when I found out that happened, so disappointed because it would have been a fucking weird, trippy train wreck.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, even though Tim Burton's Batman was good because it was a classic,
Michael Keaton.
it was kind of good. I liked it. But you know, like if you really look at it, it's like it's fucking.
This is what pisses me off about the Joaquin Phoenix Joker thing. You had Jack Nicholson, who set the standard for comic book villains.
Yep.
And then you had Heath Ledger, who just triple upped him.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, we're going to take your goofiness, your whimsicalness, and make it fucking serious. This dude is a psychopath. And then you're ruining it with Jared Leto, and then you're going to throw a washed-up actor like Joaquin Phoenix. Don't at me. Into the mix. It just doesn't make sense to me. Stop.
That's why I think that's why I was still like it's almost disrespectful to Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson when they were announcing Leto being him. Like I was so pissed about it because
Yeah.
it felt way too soon. It was what, like 5 years later,
Right.
and I mean the shit that Heath Ledger went through to get ready for that role.
It literally killed him.
It did. The dude died off of an overdose of antipsychotics and like benzos and shit like that. But I remember reading he locked himself in this like room,
The hotel room.
Yeah,
Like Heath Ledger.
For
Yeah.
a month.
a dark ass room, no electricity, no phone, and
Yeah.
he went to a psychiatrist to figure out what his fears that are rooted in him, what he's truly afraid of. Get little Polaroid pictures of shit like that,
That's fucking
and just
sucks.
look at it in the dark for a month straight.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen pages from his diary?
No.
When,
I didn't know
during
that was even
process?
out.
Dude, it's like
it's fucked.
he developed like
I'm gonna
he
look it up
developed
so I
a
can look it
fucking
up later.
like mental disorder from it. It's crazy.
He really did.
I guess it's because see,
Okay.
there's the controversy of he died or something happened because of his Joker role, and then people were arguing against. Well, he was working on
Jack,
this different.
I think I remember like Jack Nicholson warned him. I think going into it was
Did he?
just like, yeah, he was like,
Yeah, he did.
he's like, dude, this role is, I mean, it's wacky, man. It's
Yeah.
gonna mess with your head.
You know, that's true. He was working on another movie while he was doing that. And I think just the combined pressure, obviously preparing for a role is not what makes a man
Right.
kill himself.
No.
But it definitely added. I would say it's at least 50 to 75%.
I mean, with the direction that they were going in that film, they had to sit him down and be like, listen, we need you to be as fucked up as possible.
Absolutely.
And
Have you seen the Christopher Nolan interview where he talks about, if you guys remember The Dark Knight, in the scene where it's right before the guy's stomach explodes with the cell phone in it, but he does the slow clap in the jail, and it just does that slow pan into that. That's completely improvised. That wasn't the script.
man.
He just said, and that's Christopher Nolan said by far and above his favorite actor to ever work with is Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Because Heath would slowly reveal the voice he was going to use over like months and months of rehearsals and table reads. And then the first day of shooting was the first day that he just unleashed it. And Christopher Nolan said that he got goosebumps that first time they filmed the Joker in full. Yeah, he was like, wow.
I'm
I
getting
could not have
goosebumps
cast
right
it.
now just like thinking about it.
Seriously, anytime someone talks about that process of him getting into character, that month-long hotel room, trapped experience, I get goosebumps all over. It's like, that's someone dedicated to their craft. The question that arises from that is it taking it too far? If you're literally going to kill yourself over a role, is that above
Was
and
it on
beyond?
purpose? I don't remember.
No, it wasn't on
No,
purpose.
It was accidental.
Yeah,
He
he
died
was-
in his sleep. Like
He was trying to help himself,
right.
Yeah.
and he killed himself.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a theory going around now that I saw. It may have been around forever. I don't know, but I just saw it. Was that Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't crazy? He was pretending to be crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like how, in his whole, I don't have a plan. I don't have an agenda.
Mhm.
But then it shows the scene where he's talking to the people on the boat.
Yeah.
And he's reading it from a notepad
Right.
because he like planned it and shit. But
Yeah.
like the whole thing is like the Joker wasn't crazy. He was pretending to be crazy to like make a point, which in itself is kind of crazy.
Oh, it is for sure.
But it's weird. It's weird. It was like 3 a.m. and I was reading this. I'm like, fuck, that blows my mind. I gotta go to bed.
I mean,
if you talk to any therapist, he's a textbook sociopath. That character.
yeah.
So he's obviously crazy, but
Mhm.
in his own kind of sane way. And that's why I like characters like him and Thanos, is that they're relatable. It's like
Yeah.
when Thanos is talking about wiping out half the universe, you're like, wow, you're a dick. But then when he explains it, he's like, it's balance,
That's because like the writers and everything, like they made a point that you understand their point of view.
Exactly.
Because they had some that's why Infinity War and Dark Knight did such a great job with their villains, because they found a way to make you like see through their eyes how they're not making you think that what they're doing is right, or like there's like a human part to it, but they make you still understand like why they think it's okay.
Absolutely.
And
I think that's why I love Infinity War so much compared to the comics, because in the comics, Thanos was just mad. He was the Mad Titan. He was nuts. He had an infatuation with death.
Yeah.
And the embodiment of death in Marvel Comics was his love.
Yeah.
That's who he wanted to wed. The reason he did the snap and wiped out half the universe was for her.
Yeah.
And this one, it's his own justification. And he's like, it's kind of like a real world person you would encounter.
I actually have a fourth person that wants to interject on this.
Oh, let's hear it.
On the Facebook chat. First, this person said, props to the cameraman that caught that. I don't know what she's talking about. But then she goes, yeah, fuck the Olsen twins, whichever one it was. And then she goes, he was pretending to be crazy in order to bring out Bruce Wayne's crazy to show him they aren't different.
Yep.
Michaela Lang.
That's a very good point.
Mac Lang. Holly Ockham.
That's cool. I like this chat. Talk right to the audience.
I guess I haven't thought of it like that though.
Oh yeah, no, it's very in depth, and that's why that's why we keep her around. That's why we love Mac.
Michaela or the Joker?
Both.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was a little bit confused. Cool. Did you have anything on your sheet? I know you have a sheet over there. Did we hit both of them?
Yeah, do a little segue into Fortnite. We talked about Mark. That's all I really had prepared for the day.
Do you have anything prepared, Jake? Oh, I do. Yes. So guess what the fuck I found?
Let's hear what
that
the
was
fuck
released
you found.
on this. What's today?
It is the 19th.
On the 16th.
Gotcha.
You play Uncharted?
No. I have watched people play Uncharted.
See that?
I
Walk out of it.
I didn't say I didn't like Uncharted. I love Uncharted. I just don't even know what to be for.
So they have been having, like, when I say they, I don't know who the fuck it is. Let me just say that right now. Hollywood has been talking about making an Uncharted movie.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be so much better than like a Tomb Raider movie.
Oh, 100%.
And they even made a fucking Tomb Raider.
They made
movie.
several.
They made 8 Tomb Raider. I mean, that's
No, I mean, like this Tomb Raider movie that just came out is like the new Tomb Raider based on the video games.
Yeah, but I heard it was terrible.
It's like someone took
like every video game movie. But so Nathan Fillion
I saw that.
made a fan film.
Yeah, and it's great.
It's awesome.
I watched it. It's
I would
dope.
Like maybe Sully could be a little bit better, but even still,
I'm just being nitpicky.
I don't care. I know that's me being
That's
nitpicky. Because I'm so like into Uncharted video games. It's like I'm so into it.
Yeah.
And fuck you. and stuff, whatever. But really, it's like I would watch.
First of all, I'd watch Nathan Fillion do fucking anything.
Oh, yeah.
I love that dude.
Nathan Fillion's so fucking funny.
Best. Firefly.
But it was awesome. Like, because when they pulled Nathan Drake in with the mat or the thing on his head, I was like, I know it's Nathan Fillion.
Right.
They've been talking about him forever. And then they pulled it off, and I looked at him, and I thought, maybe it won't be good. And then he started talking, and then like as I started connecting him with the character and the personalities, like my head was like, oh yeah, you know what? He does kind of look like Nathan Drake. It was awesome. It was fantastic. Holy shit, Sully. Dude, it's so great.
Sully.
I watched it like 5 times.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a 14-15 minute video. It's so great.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
And people were comparing him to like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. Like how Ryan Reynolds is born to play Deadpool. They were like, Nathan Fillion is born to play Nathan Drake. Now that I feel like it's the fans just creaming their pants because they got a taste of Uncharted not on the video game.
That's a preemptive orgasm.
Oh yeah, preemptive. And I've had those quite. I'm having one right now. But moving on.
I have one quite consistently. Throughout my day, I look at a cheesy gordita crunch.
But I feel like no matter how much I want this movie to happen, it shouldn't happen.
No.
It should continue to live in the comics where it started,
Exactly.
and then have its spotlight in the video games.
Yeah,
and like have its legacy there because like they had his story and they ended it.
Right.
It's over. They even had a game after Uncharted 4 with Chloe, which that was. I don't know if you played that. I liked it.
Oh, The Lost Legacy?
Yeah, dude, I love that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's short. I wanted it to be longer. If they
game.
continued Uncharted with Chloe,
yeah,
love that shit.
That's a legacy.
Well, it was supposed to just be a DLC to Uncharted 4.
Yeah, but they made it so big, they're
Right.
like, it has to be a fucking solo.
I don't know if you guys are Fallout fans, but that's exactly what happened with New Vegas.
Love Fallout.
They were
Really?
making New Vegas a DLC for Fallout 3, and they're
Yep.
like, we like this so much, we're going to just use the same exact graphics, same exact engine, we're just going to make another Fallout.
Have you guys seen Fallout 76?
Yes.
You and I talked about it.
Yes.
And we made a podcast that did not air, probably won't air because it's like kind of out of the it's too far old.
Yeah.
But I'm not into it.
Dude,
Well, they just released.
Yeah, go
it's
ahead.
not an MMORPG. It's just an RPG that's online. It's not going to be massive multiplayer.
Yep.
So you mean like Just Cause 3,
Dude, I watched-
where you play single player, but you literally have to be online to play the fuck?
I don't think they're making that a feature of it. I think that other players can just join your session and stuff like that.
Well,
From
they
what
said,
I've read,
they
I'm
said
not
that
sure.
they're trying to make like as minimal NPCs possible. I think the only NPCs are like stuff that you would shoot like on Quest.
Okay, gotcha.
But I remember Ron Howard talking about how
Howard.
the creative director for Bethesda or whatever, I think that's his name.
Not the happy.
Not
Days.
Todd Howard.
Yeah,
Todd Howard.
Tom Howard. I'm like,
Sorry, not Ron
I'm
Howard.
like Ron Howard's
Todd
in the
Howard.
Fallout.
Sorry.
Like, could you imagine Fallout with Ron Howard from
Todd,
from
Ron Todd,
No, but
Bob, whatever.
imagine
Fucking-
Fallout with Ron Howard narrating Fallout
Dude,
like
that
it's
was-
Arrested Development, and he goes like, "I need to find my son. I am your son.
You're
He
talking,
is."
You're talking about this in a joke, but I think that could work.
I'd pay money for that special
Dude,
edition.
I would pay. People pay $100 for like shit games like The Division for just outfits that they're not gonna wear because the game is shit anyway.
Yeah.
But if you give me Fortnite, you give me Ron Howard to narrate any game like Arrested Development,
I'm buying it.
$200 minimal.
It's
I'm
pre-ordered
gonna spend.
now.
Right. I don't care what it is. I'm doing it for Ron Howard. I don't care. I just
Tetris.
want that narration, just like the Star Wars one he did
Oh,
about Star Wars. Did
beautiful.
you see that?
Yeah.
Where it was A New Hope, and he narrated the whole movie like it was like Arrested Development,
Oh.
but it was like 5 minutes long.
I think he did that after he signed on to be Solo's director.
Yeah, because in the middle of the episode, he's like, they were talking about Solo, about the Kessel Run, and he goes, as the narrator, "Hey, that'd be a good idea for a movie. Go see Solo, May 26th." He interjected that so fast.
Beautiful branding.
Very much so.
I drank coffee.
All right, so
This is number 3. Since he's been in the
so sorry,
Fallout 76.
sorry, but yeah, Ron Howard is not the creative tech director. Todd Howard, he was mentioning something how like you would even get quests from other players, like your dialogue would go. I don't understand how that would work, but
Let me see if I can keep talking.
he
Let me see if I can
basically
find
he
it.
basically was just trying to say that the only NPCs in the game are going to be like enemies, and that you would have to find quests
Okay.
by like how
So no enemies.
yeah like
No friendlies? No.
no, you can do PvP, and you can do
What are you saying by enemies? What do you mean?
like computer enemy, like AI, like computer AI that you would fight, like
Okay.
bad guys on going on quests, like fucking I don't know. I can't. I'm blanking so hard on like Fallout shit. Ghouls.
Okay.
Ghouls.
Alright.
But you're
I
really,
still
you're really pissing me the
I don't
fuck
know
off
what
right
you're
now.
talking about. He starts talking about you would face NPCs, only enemies. I'm like, there's no friendlies. Like, yeah, they're computer. Like,
It's like Borderlands.
What are they? I don't understand.
No,
Just animation.
you're just an ass clown. But no, like I was originally turned off by Fallout 76 because I thought it was going to be like Elder Scrolls Online.
Garbage.
Yeah, but that's not the case.
Dumpster fire.
But we don't know that. It's not out yet.
Well, it looks like it's not. So okay.
Fallout 76 isn't for you, okay?
But you can also apparently there's like these stations that are going to be spread out throughout the map, and they're nuke stations. So you can ready a nuke and choose a point on the map where, like, say there's another, I don't know, like a shelter built by other players, and you can just fuck their shit up if you want.
Really?
To. Oh yeah.
I apologize for anybody. I'm trying to stay up to date with Facebook to look at your texts if you are at all. Just letting you know that. Just
Facebook?
Yeah, like people commenting and stuff like that.
Hello, Book of Faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Doug Wheeler is watching.
Dougie.
Or he just said, hey, Donald Glover as Spider-Man, Michael Cera as Shaft, Ron Howard as all the voices in Fallout. That's what Michaela said.
Ron Howard has all the voices in Fallout.
That would be amazing. With surprise guest appearance, Hulk Hogan.
We're gonna find your son.
We're gonna find your son, brother.
I'm trying to look up the online stuff you were talking about. Is online a survival game? It's a video. I don't want to watch a video. What can you do? Because I want to know what you're talking about. They can get missions from other players.
I didn't see
other players
the only gameplay.
It sounds like Dark Souls almost. Like they can just but except for friendlies. Like because Dark Souls, they kind of just run in.
Yeah.
And then they run out, but they can fuck you if they want it.
Yeah,
That's part of the game.
Dark
They
Souls
just
3, yeah.
Bend you over.
I've never.
Fuck you.
Literal porn, Brendan. Literal porn, yes.
I know we're playing The Witcher.
Wow, this does not give me really anything. It's very not detailed. Let me see if I can find more.
At the base, I like the concept of the game.
I
like
too.
the time period. I like.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it would be the next GTA where it's just dickweeds with nukes
And
just
mod
blowing
them.
people up because they mod them just
Yeah.
because they can.
Right.
Well, they said that like the servers, it's not going to be like you're playing with 1,000 fucking people in one server. It's going to be like a few, like dozens of people on the same server, and the map is literally, it's bigger. It's like way bigger than Fallout 4 and Skyrim and shit.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
saw
a
it was
big,
like
big world.
4 times the size of Fallout 4.
Yeah, and the graphics, like they said that like the graphics are able to. They've updated it to the point where it can pick up 16 times more detail. So
Really?
oh yeah, I saw like
How is that gonna work?
I don't know,
Fucking
honestly,
Not.
but
It's not. Is this being released on next gen or current gen?
I think it's
This gen.
current. Because
This November.
I think the CEO or something of PlayStation or
Yeah.
Sony said like PlayStation 5 next gen PlayStation. It may not be PlayStation 5. He just said next gen. I believe.
Right.
3 years.
3 years.
that sounds about right.
I was wondering if they're going to do something like they did with Skyrim because they released Skyrim.
Oh, you mean
the year.
60 fucking times?
Yeah.
We got
milk the cow till it's dry.
We got
and dry.
original Skyrim. We got Skyrim remastered. We got Skyrim VR. We got Skyrim Switch.
Have you guys watched Skyrim VR videos?
No,
A little bit,
Are
yeah.
fucked. It is hilarious.
really,
Yes.
I've seen
And Fallout VR. It's nuts.
dude. I feel VR like it's such a cool concept, but it's like
It's not.
It's not really.
You're not there yet.
it's not popular enough for people to like get the sales and the money for it to like really fix all the little bugs.
Yeah,
with it. Like
yeah,
it's
there's no way.
impossible.
Before we go into
5 more years.
Before we go into more into VR, I wanted to bring something up about Fallout. The game's logo will be dotted with nuclear sites that players can raid for launch codes.
Yes.
Codes in hand, players will be able to attack others with nuclear missiles if they want to.
If they want to. So everyone will.
Right. That's
That's exactly what.
That'll be a trophy waiting for you to get.
Yeah.
Like
That's like putting an ex-con in an elementary school, giving him a gun, and be like, "You can use this if you want to."
It
you
even
wanted
says this
to.
right here. Some of your fellow survivors may not be neighborly. You mean like all of them?
Yeah, seriously.
All of them will
Every
be
single
friendly. No.
I'm just
That's a
interested
flaw.
to see like if I can just start getting shot out of the blue by some like Renegader, or there's like an option where like a PvP option.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember him also talking
I would
about how
prefer
there
that.
could be like
Bring it
don't
back.
quote me on this, but it sounded like he said there's an option where if you wanted to be competitive, you could be in that type of lobby, and if you wanted to just like explore the world and
Right,
play like a
you can
traditional RPG, you could do that
Sandbox.
too.
Yeah.
So, and that's what turned me on the most about it is that like, oh, like it sounds like it's a Fallout game that's online with the option of online. You
Yeah.
can still play it single. Like he said, you
Yeah.
could play the whole game single player if you wanted to. Like, yeah, you're gonna come across like other players, but there's nothing that forces you that like you have to do this mission with
That-
players.
That
So,
reminds me of Diablo 2's online.
yeah.
Because Diablo 2 had it perfect. You're in town, no one can battle. The second you walk out of town,
You're fucked.
fucking free for all out there. But
Yeah.
it has to be an invite. You have to invite people to PvP in Diablo.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was perfect. Yeah. So that'd be really cool if they took it back to the old days.
Fallout. Michaela says Fallout 76 takes Stranger Danger to a whole new level. Sounds like Noob City, USA.
I'm sure that's what the first month of it's gonna be like.
It's a
too.
whole bunch of 13-year-olds.
Yeah, really, for real though. It really is.
nuclear stuff. Look at this.
Watch them make like a little like giant like easy button for Staples, but it'll be like a Fallout thing and it'll connect your controller, and like when you get the launch codes, you can just press it.
Sadly, people buy that.
They would.
I would.
Special
They
edition
really would.
launch briefcase.
I mean, you have a fucking Pit Boy, don't you?
No, Colin does
Oh, Colin
downstairs.
does, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that has it.
You have a Pit Boy?
He has a Pit Boy from Fallout 4, I think the collector's edition.
Currently nerd
You
guy.
can hear him yell. He just screamed downstairs, "Yeah, I do." And
Bring that shit.
because you can get the app, like the menu for the Pit Boy, on your phone,
Oh yeah, I've seen
so
that.
you can put it in the Pit Boy, and like you can teleport, you can change inventory and shit like that.
Holy
Dude,
Virgin!
oh my
yeah,
God.
right, exactly.
My God, that's amazing.
It's like
Right.
you're in the actual game, man.
Right, I know. And to be fair, I used it, but like I didn't have the Pit Boy, so I would have my phone open and just sit on the table and play and be like, "All right, I need to teleport."
You're a fucking poser.
I know.
You're a damn
I
fraud.
don't have a Pit Boy.
You don't get to use the Pit Boy app unless you have the Pit Boy hooked onto your arm, okay?
You're a pit baby.
Yeah.
Pip child.
Pit pussy.
Pit toddler.
Pit pussy.
Now that is something. That's an app I would invest in.
No.
Donnie, what are you going to do tonight? I'm going out, Mom, to get some pit pussy.
Fucking God. We're going for fucking.
It's gonna work. I've been watching Uncle Fred all week.
Jesus Christ. God damn it.
Oh.
Bunch of freaks.
Yeah.
All these jokes are they're from my childhood.
All these
They're
quoting,
influenced by my childhood.
quoting Mark Rebule. This show is sponsored by the career.
Colin just pulled out the Pit Boy.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Bring it in the fucking camera. He doesn't want to be on camera.
It's all right. No worries.
That's fine. See if you can get close to the camera, show it off a little bit. No,
Jake
I mean, like
is-
close to the camera.
What you see here is Jake currently gaining his virginity back. Yeah, it's intact now. Who wants to take it?
I feel so clean.
Couldn't watch it on
That is too cool.
Yeah, because it like it opens
Wow,
up. and you
no
put it
way.
on. I feel like those are just so
Ah.
not practical.
Yeah, if I was literally in the wasteland, I wouldn't wear one of those.
No, God, no.
Wonky as hell.
Fuck off. Take your phone.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Is it even on right?
War.
Doesn't matter.
War
It does-
never ends.
Lore never
I'm
changes.
going
Yeah.
out the wasteland.
All right, go get some lab roaches for me.
Hey, if you get a death claw egg,
Before you go, I've got some calves.
Fucking that Mexico is really getting real.
shout out Bojos, Mexico, all day.
Oh yeah.
Let's sponsor a local business, Bohemian
Oh,
Hookah Cafe and
that
Bar.
actually brings something to my attention. This podcast is not sponsored by
The two.
Casper and not sponsored by Audio.
Or
Audio,
for hymns.
Audible, and not sponsored by Target, I guess. There's a lot more that's not sponsoring us. I just wanted to let everyone know that.
It's sponsored by the Tears of Croatia.
And we are sponsored by Hot Dads.
Hot dads.
You're looking at 3 of them.
This is one of the things where me and Jake have always done when we worked at Uno's. Which we don't work at Uno's, by the way.
No.
So you know what we can do?
Besmeet.
Fuck Uno's. But moving on.
For another time.
Okay, for another time. Everyone in the restaurant would call each other Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad, what's up? You're my
All right.
dad, or any shit like that. And then I think me and Jake always called each other Winston. You ever watch New Girl?
Yes.
You remember? You know how Schmidt says Winston?
Yes.
Winston. It's called Winston. Winston. What are you doing?
I use Winston for like anything. Say like I can't find my keys, I'll be like, "Honey, where is my Winston?" I'll say that to like Emily, my girlfriend, and she'll like know what I'm talking about by now because
Honey.
she has to endure all my sick and annoying inside jokes.
And then hey, that's the name of the show.
Inside jokes?
Yeah.
It's like Peter Griffin in a movie theater.
or Schmidt was in the army. What? How did I say that? It was you know what I'm talking about? You don't remember? I said something like 20. I'm Schmidt. What's your Winston?
Oh yeah,
some shit like that.
Roger, Schmidt, I got a 49 down on 27 or Winston.
I still haven't watched that. Like I haven't because
I just finished the show.
I have the seasons on Netflix that I've already seen. But then I have the finale, the 3 years later one on Hulu. But I don't have the season in between.
It's so rushed.
Is it?
Yeah,
So you
That's
yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, you can just tell that they were like, it was the last season. They knew it was. We're like, all right, let's just do a classic cliche 3-4 years later type thing and just wrap the show up real quick.
That's what they did with Parks and Rec.
Yep.
That's so annoying.
Yep. They did that with Parks and Rec. They did that with Scrubs. They've done that with a lot of my favorite sitcoms.
There's like, hey, we can't write anymore, so fuck it.
We ran out of material that was meant for only a couple seasons. It lasted for 9 somehow. So.
Yeah, with shows like Scrubs, the creators will do interviews, and the cliche, we never expected our idea to go that
Yeah,
far.
fucking right.
Jesus. Everyone that creates any sort of idea is imagining it.
As the
biggest thing in the world.
right?
You know-
because they want it that way.
Exactly.
obviously.
Have you guys seen all of Scrubs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single.
Even the new stupid intern version.
The one
Yep.
thing
Hey.
that I know that lasted from season 1 to 8 was anytime it got dramatic, they threw in that little piano chime. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I feel like that was part of the joke, though.
Yeah, but like I couldn't take Zach Braff seriously, like staring off with like
He didn't actually put
with his constant like blown up blowjob lips.
You know, there's somebody took a slight scene from Scrubs, and it was like Scrubs, but without JD's thoughts.
Oh, that would suck.
That was probably not funny at all.
Worst Scrubs ever.
It was
It's just him like
it was awkward. I mean, obviously, because
there's like 4 breaks in the show that are 2 minutes long. Just
where he's just thinking, but like it was only the one where he narrated and made faces while somebody looked at him waiting for a response. And but when you know, it's one of those things. You know, if you take it out, it's weird. But when you watch it,
Yeah.
it's really like you feel the cringe of like the person who's watching this person just go.
Have you ever watched Big Bang Theory episodes without the laugh track?
oh,
You know,
God,
I
it's-
actually
It is cancer.
it's
I
so
actually-
awful. I know what you're talking
it's
about.
leukemia. Yeah, I actually used to. My dad and I would get into Big Bang Theory, and you know, at the time we didn't have cable.
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
We didn't have cable, so we always watched.
How is that your
it on
fucking
DVD.
catchphrase?
I
I'm
will
kidding you.
kill you.
Sorry.
Murder.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on the bazinga.
But we didn't have any cable, so we DVD'd shit. And
Yeah.
so Dad's like, "Hey, I got Big Bang Theory." I'm like, "Fuck, it'll be better than MASH, Seinfeld,
Or watching
Doctor Who, or any of the other 6 things we have on DVD. Just something different."
Are you saying that Big Bang Theory was better than Seinfeld because you've seen Seinfeld so many times?
No, that's not even remotely what I'm saying.
Good.
I can watch Seinfeld now
Yes.
and recite each line
Good.
from heart and enjoy it
Thank God.
thoroughly. But
Yes.
if you have like probably 6 shows you only watch, and
That's
you watch them 100 million times, and
It's gonna
someone
get
comes up and says, "Hey, I got this shit. You want to watch it?" And you're like, "It's not this shit."
well, it's
So,
better than the thing I've been watching since I was 2.
So like I watched it, and I liked it at the time, and then I got away. We had Netflix now and stuff like that, and then I would go back and watch it. And like, this isn't funny. anymore.
And-
Like because I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
hearing the shit they were saying. Like there's one is a great example where who's the I don't know the name. The dude with the fucking bowl cut and the goddamn turtle.
Howard Wolowitz.
Howard Wallow. I don't know why you know that.
I know too much about nothing.
Okay, that is true. Howard Wolowitz had a ping pong table, and he said, "We're good. All right, now I've created the game," and he named 9 or 8 sci-fi shows: the Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, Ping Pong, Extraordinaire, and then there's a laugh track. And I remember watching it. I'm like,
That's not funny.
that they just said nerd shows in a row.
All that show
And then-
does
and
is
then,
stereotype nerds.
And I remember I'm like, maybe I just don't think it's funny. And then I remember like a year or two later, because I had stopped watching it, this
Right.
video on Reddit came up, or Reddit or YouTube, and it was a guy videotaping that scene,
Yeah,
like getting very verbally pissed about it.
not bad.
And I'm like, okay, I'm good.
That's
It's not something I missed.
That's like feeding into the stereotype that show portrays, though. If you're
The
getting
nerd-
pissed about the show portraying nerds as that, you're one of those people.
That like it or is a nerd.
Is a nerd. What their
But-
definition of nerd is.
Yeah, but even so, if it, even actually just jocks will be like, "This shows that people watch." Yeah, it's not funny.
Oh, no, it's not
Like
funny.
even normal people.
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
matter if you're a nerd or North Korean. It's not funny. It doesn't matter.
North Koreans don't understand anything.
I think they get to watch shows over there. Pish posh.
No, they watch.
Oh.
They definitely watch something.
They watch the leader
This
sit on his
community
couch
that does
and
not have a
watch
butthole.
them watch them.
Screw you, Dave. I like fireworks by Katy Perry.
Screw you, Dave. Randall Park, best Kim Jong Un
Yeah.
ever.
Is he the only Kim Jong Un?
Other than Kim Jong Un, yes, I would go as far as to say yes. He's
But in
the only
person-
portrayal.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't think
That's
anyone's
Kim
ever
Jong-un.
portrayed
From the interview.
Yeah.
Some people have patrolled Kim Jong
Shut the
Un.
fuck up. Goddamn my English.
What's what I'm saying about the tequila? She drinks. I don't know what English is.
Wow, you know what? It's so weird. We're at like 100. Wow. We're done.
We're
I
done.
can't talk.
Zach's done talking.
God damn
English
it.
is a thing of the past.
Somebody else take control. Here's the Facebook feed with all the text. The only person that said something was Michaela. I've already said it. I'm done speaking.
You've
I'm
already
lo-
said it?
Huh?
You've already said what she said? Nothing up? No updates?
It's okay. I'll forgive you someday when I said I'm sorry that it was delayed.
Ah. Oh.
Somebody else?
That's a Mark Regulate song. Ooh.
Does anyone else
Ooh.
have anything else to talk about?
As of today, not really. I
Nothing
think
else?
we covered some pretty hot topics.
Yeah.
Other than Hot Topic, the store, failing.
Do you want to do that real quick?
No. I have nothing.
Can I do it real quick?
Absolutely.
One time I went there and bought a Superman belt buckle.
How that?
Do you
how
still
long
wear
would
it?
that last? That trend.
I lasted one party at a Moeller mixer.
There you go.
That's it?
Molar mixer,
A Moeller
Superman
mixer.
belt buckle, not mixing too well. No pun intended.
I bought an icy and sat in the corner all night.
Yay! Social anxiety.
Ha
The best. You want a party? Yeah.
Well, too bad.
I'm gonna sit with the only person I know here and crack jokes about everyone else. Look at old Bertha over there getting some action.
Mm.
That's how my parties go. I
You
just-
go on there,
I let
Bertha.
People watch.
Make sure to get right under.
Mm.
Just a guy that yells at people. Not like that. All right, we got nothing else. I think we're putting this to a close.
For the bullshit talk.
Would you like to do the honors on my closing music?
I would. This is the closing music.
Yeah.
That everyone needs to know.
Make sure you play it.
It's going to be played, and it's by our peer review, our hero, the one we don't deserve, but the one we have, Mark Regulate.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We're ridiculous.
We'll be back very soon.
Oh my god, you guys are the freaks.
I gotta find the conference room one now.
Jesus. baby. That doesn't mean you have to fuck up the set because you're mad. Yo, you
Yeah.
have to fuck up the set coasters. I'm busy now.
The bottom, baby, roller coaster.
I'm listening to public radio, radio land. Motherfucking invisibility, yeah, you know it.
Look at it.
That went.
God damn,
So
I
well.
can't do it. I just Egyptian's contribution to human
Egyptian's contribution.
Bobby, go get
This is what got people pissed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
The
do
shit
the
drill.
fucking shit.
Fuck, let me take my clothes off. Oh, Jesus.
Will you take your fucking clothes off, Harold? Get in the pool!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Bobby. 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 Oh, sweetie. Oh. What do I do?
I don't fucking know!
A drunk, offended customer came up behind me and unplugged my streaming equipment. Here's what happened. A whole fight happens. It's awesome.
Oh my
Hold on, let me feel for his pulse.
I gotta.
no.
I have to
I
find.
love it.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, what should I put as the caption?
I have to find this movie. It's so goddamn funny.
Yo, it's time to ride. I got my podcast.
Goddamn.
Don't understand. I'm trying to teach here. I'm trying to make.
Was the conference one in the special part 2?
Yeah. part two.
Okay, it was. Thank you.
No, wait. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Check it. See if it is.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, I think it was.
I didn't mean to yell at you about the gym.
Yep, it was.
Okay,
Wait, listen
Todd.
real quick.
Really?
God, that went so well.
We do need to round table.
All right.
For that round
Oh, hey,
table,
we're still going on.
we
YouTube.
did bring it up over
Hey!
in cubicle C3.
Hey.